Hi all, welcome to our FIFA 20 Team of the Week 1 predictions. Looks a very tasty Team of the Week going from the thumbnail. Obviously there's some other potential cards that could get in, so be wary of it. Everyone will obviously do different predictions. But let me know in the comments below who you fancy for a Team of the Week for FIFA 20 in Team of the Week 1. Sub to the channel if you're new, follow me on Twitter at GZLegend. All the links are down below for posting the channel and social media links. As always, support would be massively appreciated on this. So we'll start off with Sommer and Randolph as our two goalkeepers. Sommer made 7 saves in his game, and same for Randolph, both kept clean sheets. We've opted for some nice dynamic images. We've went trying to up our game with this a little bit. So let me know folks in the comments, especially with these, do you like the addition I've put in with the dynamic image? If not, let me know. In terms of other goalkeepers I have seen that stood out, Watson for 7 saves and a clean sheet in the Scunthorpe versus Morecambe game, but he is probably the only other goalkeeper that I would say. In terms of stat increases, Sommer would just be +2 across the board, and in Randolph's case I just went +6 across the board. It just kind of seemed very logical in terms of how that applied, but I would imagine we'll get 2 goalkeepers. I don't really see too many others. There was a dude in the second tier in Italy that played quite well, but he isn't in FIFA, so you've kind of, as I said, those seem my 2 main standout options. Milton Casco, 1 goal, a clean sheet and a 4-0 win for River Plate, and with him playing left back definitely helps in his favour. Could be a nice card actually, goes from 77 to an 81. Robert Mazan, 1 goal, 1 assist, a clean sheet and a 4-0 win for Tenerife against Albacete. If you've not seen that goal, by the way, it's a peach of a volley, definitely worth watching. Czerwinski, 1 goal, 2 assists, a clean sheet and a 5-0 win for his team in the Polish League. And then Tagliafico got 2 goals and an 8.5 on VI, the Dutch Team of the Week kind of rating system. Tagliafico, if he kept a clean sheet, would be a given, so it may go against, but with lack of standout defenders, Tagliafico does get the nod. In terms of others you can consider, Guerrero for 1 goal, a clean sheet, Aurier for 1 assist and a clean sheet, and Alderweireld for 1 assist and a clean sheet. And if you really wanted to as well, you can consider Hakimi for 1 assist and a clean sheet. Then you have Diallo for 1 assist and a clean sheet and a 7 on L'Equipe. So not too, there's a decent mix there to work from, but it comes down to who would get the nod. I still feel we'll get 2 decent defenders in Casco and Tagliafico, and then it just goes from there. Midfield's going to be definitely an interesting turn of affairs. Who goes who? Like De Jong is the one I think a lot of people may talk about because of Fati and Suarez and Arthur all getting like 3s on marker. De Jong got a 2, so he got 1 goal, 1 assist and a 2 on marker in the 5-2 win. Pellegrini 3 assists and an 8 on Gazzetta in their 4-2 win. Odegaard got 1 goal and a 3 on marker in the 2-0 win over Atletico Madrid. Guilherme 1 goal, 2 assists for Jenny Latispor in the Turkish league, and 4-0 win. He will go from a position change from right mid to cam. Same for Odegaard, so keep that in mind. And Royce 2 goals and a 4-0 win for Borussia Dortmund over Bayer Leverkusen. And as I said, Dortmund definitely could even sneak Sancho in potentially for 2 assists in that win, or Hakimi or Guerrero, but I feel Royce is the most viable from that game, I would say. But obviously it is just a case of wait and see and hope and pray that we, like Guilherme, Odegaard, his position changes from like right mid to cam, definitely an interesting one. Like Guilherme's stats, I've kind of went +3 on his pace and then kind of went like 6 and 6s across the board where I could, but it'll be a case of wait and see. In terms of other kind of forward options, now we go to Luis Araujo, 1 goal and 8 on L'Equipe in Lille's 2-1 win. Now normally 1 goal you wouldn't say much about, but when you get an 8 on L'Equipe you have to kind of stand up and have a notice at it. Haaland 3 goals, 2 assists in the 7-2 win for Red Bull Salzburg over Hartberg. That was an absolute riot. Tammy Abraham got a hat-trick in Chelsea's 5-2 win. Definitely an interesting one there, and would be fairly cheap in form. Malin looks pretty decent, looking at his pace, shooting and physical, and even good dribbling for that matter. 5 goals and a 10 on VI in their 5-0 win. And Andy Delort, 1 goal, 1 assist and 8 on L'Équipe in Montpellier's 2-1 win as well. So you've got 2 with 8s on L'Équipe. That, as I said, that usually stands you in good stead. Malin is a given for 5 goals. If that doesn't happen, there'll be like an outcry. Haaland could be the first of many informs he could get, because he looks like he's tearing the Austrian league apart. So imagine him just now, if he was to go to 79 from his 73. By the time maybe potentially Christmas, he could have like 3 or 4 informs running riot, and suddenly looks juicy. Bundu got himself a hat-trick for Aarhus in the Danish league, so that would be fairly cheap. Not too bad actually in pace, shooting, physical. Ivan Toney got himself a hat-trick for Peterborough. Madison got 2 goals, 1 assist in the same game. So you may see one of the two, but I would imagine Tony's hat-trick is going to be making him a given. And Buendia got 2 assists in the 3-2 win for Norwich over Man City. Now, I've seen a lot of people say, oh, Pookie this, Pookie that. Buendia is the most likely, I feel, due to assists. In terms of other forwards, from the starting 11, we've got Heung-min Son, 2 goals in the 4-0 win for Spurs over Crystal Palace. Benzema, 2 goals, a 3 on Marca in their 3-2 win for Real Madrid over Levante. The 3 just swings it enough from Sadio Mane, 2 goals in the 3-1 win. Now, in terms of position, he started off at striker, and when Firmino came on, for what I saw of him, he moved to left wing. So I'm not sure if they will go by his starting position or if they will go where he moved in terms of in-game. So hopefully, if he's a striker, he will be he'll probably go for like double what his inform will go for, I would imagine. So see what happened with that one. And then Dries Mertens, 2 goals and a 7.5 on Gazeta in the 2-0 win. So in terms of forwards, you've got some real strong options. In terms of midfield, there's some nice options like Royce and De Jong if they both happen. And Pellegrini is actually quite usable as well at the start of FIFA. And then defensively and goalkeeper wise, Sommer and Tagliafico definitely giving you extra options. Now, in terms of like top possibles, we've got plenty to kind of talk on. So these are ones that obviously have kind of came close on kind of fancying may happen. Obviously, like Aubameyang, he got 2 goals in a 2-2 draw. Berisha, 2 goals, 2 assists in his team's victory in the Austrian league as well. So Berisha could sneak in over, for example, but not a given. Casemiro, he got 1 goal and a 3 on Marca. Now the only thing is, he went off after an hour, so keep that in mind with him. So be ultra wary with that. And like the same applies with Rodriguez. He got 1 goal and a 3 on Marca as well. Then Reza Guchinad, he got 4 goals for Pexwell. Now he isn't in the database for what we've seen, and he played left wing, so he may happen, he may not. There is not a given. Magnussen, a goal and a clean sheet for CSK Moscow. He got man of the match as well in that game. Danielson, 2 goals, 1 assist. Fabio Martins, 2 goals, 1 assist. McNanny, 2 goals, 1 assist and a 3-3 draw. Neymar, 1 goal being an overhead kick in their 1-0 victory. And as I said, Sancho earlier as well with his 2 assists. Callum Wilson for 2 goals in their 3-1 win over Everton. And then finally, our last player that we're going to kind of discuss about is Erhan Zahavi. He got 2 goals, one of them being a like Rabona type goal. I was kind of on the fence, do I include him, do I not? And I thought, just for like discretion's sake, I feel that it's like I'm on the fence. I was like, he was until very like literally just as I recorded this video, and I've kept him out. He may happen because of rating, because he'd be like an 84, and there's not really many in that kind of 84 bracket, but we'll see what happens. So hopefully you get a good idea with this, folks, in terms of team of the week 1. And as I said, I've covered about 35-40 players there that kind of give you a strong idea in terms of where to go with team of the week. So hopefully you find this useful. As always, folks, take it easy all. As I said, give your suggestions in the comments, and I will catch you all later for more FIFA 20 content.